More and more monsters appeared. A group of players ran for their lives. One of them stood frozen in place, and another shouted at him to move. The monsters swarmed. A player screamed, asking what was happening. The monster then attacked all the players. Then another cry of terror. After reviving, a player cursed. Monsters always appeared in packs and fled when they had little life left. Another pointed out that one needed to be level 3 to exit the game. How were they supposed to reach level 3? It seemed they needed to gather more people. A team of 3 was not enough. Maybe 6, or even 10. But another player said it probably would not work either. He had once seen a team of 10 people being massacred by a huge pack of monsters, and if there were too many people, they would attract a boss. He had just seen a group of 40 people attract something called the Damned, which killed more than 30 of them with a single ability. If they could not reach level 3, would they end up trapped here forever? They had all gotten here after falling asleep. Only their consciousnesses were here. If they could not leave the game, their bodies would starve to death. One player cursed, asking why this game was so hard. Another said they had already died 3 times and had less than 10 years of tradable life left. They wondered what if the leader told them that whether it was real or not, they could not die again. They looked at the ranking list. Rank 1 was Shadow, an assassin, level 3. Rank 2 was Wang Meng, a warrior, level 1. Rank 3 was Balala, a warrior, level 1. One player exclaimed that this Shadow guy was leveling up so fast. He must know some method. They had to find a way for him to get them to level 3 so they could leave this game. Someone offered to spread the word. If Shadow got them to level 3, when they returned to reality, they would give him 10 million in cash. Others were shocked by the amount. One admitted he could not remain indifferent to 10 million. Shadow Qin Feng continued hunting. He killed a contaminator, gaining 20 experience points and 1 evolution point. He now had enough evolution points. He evolved Hand of Ava. He spent 5 evolution points, leaving 0. The skill evolved from Platinum to Jade. It was an assassin skill that could be used on monster corpses with a 1% to 160% chance of obtaining an additional loot drop. The additional loot had a 20% chance to increase its rarity by 1 level. He was impressed. A 20% chance for the additional loot to increase by 1 rarity level. The effect was incredible. If he kept evolving the skill, could it reach 100% or even 200%? He spotted a large creature. It was the Damned, a bronze-level boss. It seemed to be digesting life, advancing toward a silver-level boss. That was a lot of life. It had probably wiped out a group of 40 people. His backpack was already full. Even if he killed it, he would not be able to pick up anything. He decided to mark the spot on the map. The boss needed some time to level up first. He would empty his backpack again, and then go back to kill it. In town, players were talking. Someone was willing to pay 10 million so that the number 1 on the leaderboard, Shadow, could level them up. A player lamented that they were still dying, their life constantly decreasing. While the rich were already looking for solutions, the commoners definitely would not get out of here. Qin Feng suddenly appeared out of nowhere. He set up a stall selling equipment and skills. He announced that the sale would only last 10 minutes. Players gathered around, surprised. When did this person show up? He was carrying 2 sets of bronze gear and still wanted to sell 2 more. He must have killed a bronze-level boss. They looked at his name. Shadow. It was the number 1 on the leaderboard. They wondered why they could not see his face. He had activated the hide face function. Appearance in the game was the same as in reality. How mysterious. A woman asked how much for the Ice Cone spell skill book. Qin Feng answered, 100 days of tradable life. Onlookers recognized the woman as Grey Rose, currently ranked 11th in Shell Village. She had also activated hide face. Grey Rose said 100 days was too much. Could he make it cheaper? Qin Feng replied that the common skill Ice Cone spell greatly increased the speed of monster elimination in the early stages for mages. 100 days was already cheap. She asked if she could pay with real-world money. He said if she had a lot of cash, she could buy tradable life from others and then make a deal with him. If no one offered more, he could hold onto it for her. Grey Rose consulted her team through the team channel. They had reached level 2 so quickly thanks to their leader. They had no objections. With the Ice Cone spell, their team could reach level 3 faster. The important thing was to get out of the game first. They agreed to transfer their tradable life to her, and when they returned to reality, she would give them the money. She gave Qin Feng 100 days of life and made the deal. An entire level to team had killed at least 30 or 40 trackers. Their tradable life definitely exceeded 100 days. Qin Feng sold the Ice Cone spell skill book and obtained 100 days of tradable life. His tradable life increased from 268 days to 368 days. A woman approached him. She said she had finally found him, Shadow. She introduced herself as Zhang Li. She gave him a chance, telling him to just take her to level 3. When they returned to reality, she would give him 10 million in cash. Onlookers were amazed. Someone had actually offered 10 million for Shadow. They thought earning 10 million so easily was unbelievable. Qin Feng knew who she was. In his past life, she was the leader of a criminal gang, which was later wiped out by the authorities. Reports said she used cash to buy tradable life as bait. kidnapped many people to work for her and killed those who disobeyed in reality. Zhang Li boasted that her father was the president of Dazhang Industries. He could ask anyone. She told him not to worry about whether she could pay. Qin Feng looked at her. He said one word, scum. He rejected her offer. Zhang Li argued that although he was strong in this game, right now no one knew what was going on with this game. If he joined her, she guaranteed he would live like a king. Cars, houses, women, whatever he wanted. Qin Feng told her that if she was not going to buy, to step aside and not interfere with his business. Cash was useless. The universal currency would be tradable life. Zhang Li laughed. She called him trash. She said she was doing him a favor by asking him to take her. If they were in reality, she would teach him a lesson right now. Qin Feng's voice turned cold. One more word, and he would kill her until her life reached zero. The party got scared and promptly scattered away from Qin Feng. He finished selling his items. He sold the dim light tunic for 19 days of tradable life. His tradable life increased from 527 days to 546 days. All sold, he closed the store. Now he was stronger. It was time to take care of the damned. At this moment, no one knew that tradable life could extract skills into reality. No one knew that the god-forsaken game would cause the order of reality to collapse. The legacy they once were proud of would soon become insignificant. Only one's own strength would be the basis of everything.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. Smash that like button if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time.